What it do, YouTube world? Is Coffee tapping back in, man, and peep it, man. My square internet nerd ass, right? For those that been around for a grip, y'all know I used to watch a lot of the prison content, right? Even though I always let everyone know I'm no gangster, right? I'll put you in prison. You won't catch me in prison. I'm telling, right? I'm just the square I wants, no smoke, So I'm viewing it from that aspect, that angle. And I just saw this wild um, piece of content come across the timeline. MILK74 was sharing this as, in the prison genre. It kind of like from the time that I used to watch it, right? There's like a lot of those individuals shifted into different types of content and changed from that time. And there's like a lot of newer individuals, right? Like, I don't know, comment everyone out there if you still watch like all the YouTube prison stuff, or if you agree that the genre shifted and it's all different. If y'all know who I'm talking about, like the channels that were around back in that time. I think this dude, I'm not positive that Milk shared this clip of. Here is this guy. I think his name is J Hood, right? There was him and another content creator. I believe they're both from the West Coast. And they're just straight blogging from their cells, like doing a lot of time. It says here, dude has a life sentence. Is that accurate? I ain't even know, you know what I mean? But it is wild, man. Isn't it so crazy all the stuff we're seeing going on? Like, everyone already knows how there's like a lot of gang culture and stuff like that shared through the blogosphere. Now rappers are catching Ricos left and right. Straight up podcasts are pieces of evidence in it all. And it just blows my mind that a lot of these cats doing the prison genre content, right? Like, I don't know, like they're just chilling in the cut doing it. It's just kind of a trip, man. But um, I didn't even watch the video. I just seen the caption. Milk was talking about this is about like a wicked demon, I guess. That not the individual who's talking. I guess he's talking about someone who is on some like wicked Jeffrey Moustein type ish. You heard? So let's check it out.
This what your big homie ain't told you. If a nigga like you and he wants you, he'll knock you out, suck you up, then put a Snicker bar on your chest. Ask about him. True stories. Big Teardrop from Nutty Block. Purple Passion from Gray Street. It really happens. Wake up, kids. This what your big homie ain't told you.
All right, so originally I just saw the caption, right? It says Carson Crips serving a life sentence speaks on legendary pedo inmates, their names, right, who will KO gangbangers and then violate them. And you see Milk says, instead of having legendary status, they should have been put in the ground and turned into a urban myth pack automatic. So he's like saying, yo, why is a wicked demon being like looked at as a legendary individual, like someone on some booty bandit ish? And again, I ain't never been to prison, right? But like, that's fucked up, right? People, you know what I mean? For those that have, like, tap in, this can't be. People respect people who are running around violating people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's twisted. That's fucked up. And I don't know, like the way dude was telling the story was kind of like pause, right? But I guess at the end he was the way he was throwing it out there was like a PSA in a sense to try to, I think, tap in and let me know if y'all felt that at all. Like, it seemed like he was trying to talk about like, yo, don't come to jail, more or less. Like, this really happens. You know what I mean? That's some crazy ish. Bugged out. But why would that individual be known as like legendary? Let's see what people are talking about. For some reason, the names made the story 10 times more believable. The dude's names, right? He's speaking from experience. Laugh my ass off. We free, gang. We don't gotta worry about that. So someone else like, yo, I'm free. I ain't no prison dude. But this dude is like, don't go to prison. This ain't the life. And at the end of the day, man, a life of crime, um, like this is just another reason to not go to prison, right? Like a life of crime don't pay, especially like it never did, but we just know nowadays with all the technology, like we just said, rappers are catching bids off fucking podcasts and stuff. It's evidence used in RICOs, man. Right here, another reason why it's past my bedtime. Let me get ready for work in the morning, because this type of ish, you gonna knock me out, then pause. I can't even say that. Yeah, dude's like, yo, this crazy. I'm glad I gotta go to work tomorrow. Why is y'all letting them walk the yard? That's kind of like, again, I'm a square. I don't know, right? But I would think, because like I got friends that been up top before, you know what I mean? And I don't know, they would always talking about people on that weirdo type time, and motherfuckers weren't respecting that. So I don't know. Apparently, that in some spots, like people would say, because they all punks. The real question, nah, dead ass, no, for real. They would have had to go immediately. I would have held a meeting like it's us or them, um, because it's not true. He lying, talking about a whole different time and era. This the scared straight some youth need. So yeah, like I was saying, it was like I don't know. Like I agree with Milk. Why would they give someone on Wicked Jeffrey Moustein type time and legendary status, right? Like why? Um, that it's twisted, it's fucked up. It's kind of sickening, right? But he threw that like scared straight in there, right? Uh, let's see. I thought this dude was gonna be free in a few months. He's a lifer. So yeah, is that true that he's got a life sentence or not? Yep, little Robbie, you getting out in a few. He ain't read on nobody. Get his paperwork. Yeah, that was something I seen going around. Again, I'm no no dude that's been behind a wall. I'm no gangster, right? I'm just reacting this purely from a content place. Like, yo, did y'all see this viral clip type vibes? You know what I mean? Like, you, for real, who remembers, man, when the YouTube prison community was going up? I mean, it still is these days. It's just so different. Like, a lot of the individuals back then, they done shifted into other lanes and stuff like that. What about, I don't know, that someone else did get a hold of you? The names sound like a Starbucks drink. I'm so glad I'm not a guy. I love being a woman. Even if you ain't from Cali, you from somewhere. You heard Purple Patch. People are tripping about that name, right? Yo, that's fucked up, man. I ain't even gonna read that one about the Snicker bar. Pause. That shit is crazy, man. Someone said, I heard these myths for show. Never heard a name, though. Someone says, yo, this is alarming, bruh. It's him. Y'all respect them. I'll never understand a man violating somebody, making them tough. But I'm just a woman. And again, someone else, like how Milk was saying, I concur with that, right? How is someone respecting people that are going around violating people? That's crazy. Bro, not serving life. He got out in like 5 months. The wrong lifer. That's a lot of mixed signals. Dude wasn't even around to know those stories. He just be talking. SNY for sure. They not doing that on the 3-4. So on the West Coast with the sensitive need yards and stuff like that, that was something. Remember that one guy, Savage Studios, ended up getting killed. He was one of the people in that whole prison world back then. Again, anyone, yo, if you tap into this video, you're someone that was around when we were covering all the ish going on in the YouTube prison world back in the day, right? Like, remember Savage Studios, the whole, but like leave a comment like, yo, Coffee, what up? It's been a grip. You heard? But yeah, man, he was like a dropout, and that was like wild to me. I didn't know, because again, I'm not a prison I never did no bid. You heard? I'm a square, right? I got to make that. I like to just keep it a buck. You know what I mean? I'm not going to come on here in front like I'm something I'm not. That's just not my style. I just come on and do my voiceover 1, 2, and, do what I do. Sometimes it busts through in an algorithm pause. Sometimes it don't. But I just love coffee, talking it up with y'all, the good people of the blogosphere out there. So make sure to subscribe, hit the buttons, and all that good ish. But yeah, I didn't know that was like a whole thing. Like, individuals I know that did state prison time wasn't on the West Coast, wasn't in Cali. And I don't know, they didn't, I never heard them speak of such a thing where there was like dropouts and dropout gangs and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, it just sounded different. And, Savage Studio used to rep that, man. That was wild, the way he got G-wend down. Dude wasn't even around. Okay, we already read that. We'll read these last few here, and then we'll close it on out. Someone says the OGs know bro need therapy. He sounds traumatized. Is it true about the honey bun ish on the bed? That's how them Atlanta dudes roll. So someone's saying that goes down in the ATL as well. But yeah, man, everyone, like for real, tap in. Let me know, are you a square or not? Have you been to prison before? If you are a square, do you still tap into some of the prison content? Do you remember the cats that were around in the genre back a couple years ago? You know what I mean? When MILK74 was putting the pressure on the wicked Jeffrey Moustein. You know what I mean? And then we come across this post with these like Jeffrey Moustein type vibes to it. It's just crazy, B. So, yeah, let's talk about it. Why would a motherfucker be given legendary status when they're on wicked demon type timing? And, is that how it is to people like that? Like walk the yard and people respect them? Like, I don't know, again, you're coming from someone who ain't been to prison, but just watch the content. So let's discuss it up in the comments. And once again, if you're new, subscribe, hit the buttons. We talk sports, we talk music, we talk a little bit of politics, a little bit of everything over here, man. So peace, God bless, much love. Yo, watch out for them wicked demons, man. You know what I mean? They got that app nowadays where you know what I mean? Comment if you ever did that. You looked at how many wicked demons was in your area and you seen all the dots and you're like, oh, all these sick sacks of ish, man. Get them the fuck up out of here. Like real talk, be safe. And it's coffee. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.